Hello, this is the first video I actually put voice on top of my video. I have a problem that maybe your fellow RC pilot can help me to explain. So I have this Real ACCX 210 quad newly built, and I adjusted some of the configuration, mainly changing the motor protocol from PWM to D-short. Only PWM and D-short support by my ESC, so I have this flight near one of the site I usually fly with. Because I just changed the configuration, I do not want to fly too aggressively, and so I don't do any acrobatic and roll and all that kind of thing. However, during this first flight, I lost my RX signal, and it lost so sudden that I'm not prepared for it, and I have this DVR recording, and I hope somebody can help me to find out, at least explain how come it happened. The quad is not a lot far away from me, and it's just about 100 to 200 meters, and the strange thing is that the RSSI signal drops so rapidly. Okay, here is the DVR recording. So takeoff, everything is normal. The RSSI is about 90 something, which is also normal. And as I launch, I do not do a lot of acrobatic. I just fly smoothly, and I go along this route on the right hand side. I actually flying on top of a beach full of stones, and it is with slight rain, very slight rain. I don't think the water is the cause of the problem. Okay, I go to this far, and then I decided to turn back. You can see that the video signal is very strong. I do not have a lot of interference. Also, the RX signal is very strong. The RSSI is somewhere around 70, which is far from the fail-safe point, which is about, in my experience, 45. So I fly around this area, and RSSI is around 70 to 80. So I have absolutely no concern of fail-safe or signal loss in this area. So after this area, I actually go to the other side. Okay, here you can see this little path with my car parked on the left. Okay, I fly over my car. RSSI at this point is 90 something because it's so near to my car. I go to the left side all the way to the side of the beach there, and if I go further, I will lose line of sight, and our signal will lost. So I just turn around and watch some of the people doing fishing at the little pier there. Yeah, quite interesting. So I decided to turn around and have one more look. RSSI signal is strong, 78, 90. So confirming that everything is normal. The flight is quite smooth, very smooth. And okay, I leave this side of the side and go back once again to the right hand side. That is where the RS signal dropped to 0. As you at this point is past my car, and very quickly the RSSI signal will drop. So watch out. Okay, here 90 something. I'm still along the path. 85. He is about the point. It dropped so quickly. Okay, oh, it dropped. So it dropped to the ground. One thing to notice that by the time that RSSI signal dropped, the video signal also turned bad. I don't know. I don't understand why. The two signals dropped together, and now as you can see, the battery is still connected. The quad is disconnected with the RX lost signal display, and it's resting on a rock. Okay, one correction to make here. The ESC actually support only PWM and one-shot 125 protocol. So this is the first flight after I changed it from PWM to one-shot. So during the flight, I do not want to do anything aggressive. I just want to test the reliability of the change after the change of the motor, and see whether it will just simply stop in the middle of a flight. But apparently this particular failure and crash that's not related to the motor, it related to the RX signal loss. So this is the reason for this analysis. The receiver is a Frsky XM Plus with no telemetry, but I do have the RSSI display on the Beta OSD, and I do not have RSSI from my Tyrannus radio. So after the crash, I still have my battery connected. I can still see my quad from my goggles. So I lock my car and then go towards the little path and try to find my quad. I try to locate it through my beeper, but I can't hear my beeper, even though I walk along that path. And so I look at the goggle and try to determine signal direction from the RSSI side. And I walk back and forth, and still I got strong signals, so I'm not able to determine directions. I know that it's somewhere near. And from the goggle, I finally noticed that it is actually resting on some rocks, near some rocks, and it is in the disarmed position. And I have configured my quad under beta flight that it can arm at any angles. So what I'm trying to think is, okay, I can arm it and immediately fly up, and I will be able to see my quad, hoping that no props got broken. So I actually do that. Watch the rest of the video, please. So here I determined to arm my quad again and try to freeze itself if it is not catched by some branches of trees. Yeah, that's good. Come up. Seems that it is dropped to the near those stones piles. So I look around and try to locate myself. Immediately I understand where I am. I just in the rain shelter. I'm just standing nearby the rain shelter. You'll see in a minute. Yeah, that is the rain shelter. I'm standing and try to save my quad. Yeah, that is the one. That is the rain shelter. And I try to fly to the same area that I lost signal, and try to look around and test the RSSI. It's so strong. I don't understand. Still, right now, I don't understand why it crashed at the first place. Right? Everything is normal. Just don't understand why. Okay, that is the same area I crashed. Oh, I actually didn't go to that crash point. Okay, here it is. Yeah, that is the little stone piles right down there. That is where I crashed just now. Nothing. Even go to this far. RSSI signals very strong. Just don't understand. Maybe some interference at that time. Maybe from nearby power transformer or something like that. I'm not sure. Still up to now. I'm not sure. If anybody have this kind of experience with a Frsky XM Plus, please tell me. Thank you.